Time to have a conversation about another type of anxiety, and this time I need to be a wee bit vulnerable because this is one of mine, and even though it's much better, and I'm still having to work on it even in my 50s. Let's just not get into what age I am. But anyway, so this is money anxiety. Now, money anxiety is basically the fear of constantly running out of money, and it is a real ball ache for many, many people who experience it, especially since for many people who experience money anxiety, they're in a place now where financially they're more comfortable than they once were. And this is actually the key. There tends to be two-ish main reasons why people have money anxiety. One of them is that they grew up somewhere where they didn't have any money, so they've grown up in poverty. For some people, the fear that they're going to lose everything and go back to a place where they have nothing drives them to make absolutely crazy decisions. The other place that it comes from is from your teachers, so the people who taught you about money. So never having been shown the strategies to be able to understand what it is and how it is that it's meant to work. And this is pretty much where I ended up. This is no slant on my parents or anything like that. It was just not a conversation that we ever had. So, but I also look at the fact that I never really had strategies. So what I used to do was just ignore it. And you might be the same. You know, just ignore the letters that tell me how bad it's going to be. Just keep on plowing forward, potentially, and I don't do this anymore, but taking credit out and making the problem even worse. But then being really scared of what's going to happen because it just seems so overwhelming as if there's so many different bits. The thing about money anxiety, like any anxiety, is it does not need to be there. And the difference between the Brian that sits in front of you now and the Brian at 17 who just threw letters from the bank in the bin is immeasurable because I have worked on that. Yet it still is there and affects my life. And if it affects yours, please don't downplay it and please don't discount it. It is a significant and really important type of anxiety. And if you want to work on it, it is absolutely possible to be able to get rid of it. Money anxiety is real. And if you're anxious about your finances, it's not always because of the reality. Often it's about what it is that you're running in here.